For decades, Kelly and Mark have been one of Hollywood's most beloved couples. From their early days on All My Children to building a beautiful family together, they seemed unshakable, the perfect balance of fame, family, and fun. But now, rumors of a separation have surfaced, and for the first time, Kelly has chosen to speak out. Her statement wasn't what many expected. Known for her quick wit and cheerful public presence, Kelly's recent interview revealed a much more vulnerable, reflective side. With quiet emotion, she spoke about how their relationship had changed over time. She acknowledged that, behind the scenes, things had not been as perfect as they once appeared, and that for the past year, she and Mark had been quietly navigating the possibility of parting ways. But it wasn't the announcement of the separation that caused the stir. It was the tone. Kelly spoke not from a place of bitterness, but from one of emotional exhaustion and self-reflection. She described feeling like she had slowly begun to lose pieces of herself over time, not because of Mark directly, but because of the roles they had both been playing for so long: co-stars, co-hosts, parents, and public figures. The honest admission that she had outgrown the version of herself that had been frozen in time next to Mark left many fans in shock and, in some cases, hurt. Mark Consuelos, often seen as the charming, devoted husband, has long spoken publicly about his love for Kelly. He's praised her intelligence, her humor, and her strength. The two of them seemed to many like a true team. So when Kelly described their split as part of a personal awakening, some interpreted it as distancing herself from the man who had stood beside her for more than 25 years. Online reactions have been deeply divided. Some fans are showing support, especially women who relate to Kelly's feelings of being lost in the shadow of a partnership. But others see her comments as dismissive of the deep love they once shared. Some have gone as far as accusing her of treating their decades-long marriage as a stepping stone in her personal growth, rather than honoring it for the deep connection it was. This response has been particularly intense among fans who grew up with Kelly and Mark, who watched them fall in love, raise children, and weather the ups and downs of fame together. For many, this feels personal, a symbol of lasting love suddenly shaken. Meanwhile, Mark Consuelos has not released a public statement. Sources close to him suggest he's focusing on family and staying out of the spotlight. He's said to be heartbroken, yet respectful of Kelly's honesty. Friends say he still hopes for reconciliation, but above all, wants peace and healing for both of them. The future is unclear. Will this separation be permanent, or just a pause in a long journey? Can love evolve without ending entirely? Or is this the final chapter in one of Hollywood's most enduring love stories? What we do know is this: behind every headline is a human story. And behind this one is a woman searching for herself, and a man learning to let go with grace. If you've ever struggled with the weight of love and identity, Kelly's words may feel familiar. They remind us that even the most beautiful unions can change with time, and that sometimes love means stepping back so both people can grow. Kelly described the separation as something both painful and necessary. She said, "I realized I wasn't showing up as my full self anymore. I was moving through life beside someone I love, but I wasn't truly with him anymore. I was surviving in a story we had outgrown." It's a powerful, deeply human sentiment, one many can relate to in quiet moments of reflection. But for some longtime fans of the Ripa Consuelos duo, these words felt like a betrayal. Mark Consuelos has long been seen as a loving, devoted partner, publicly praising Kelly in interviews, appearing on her show, sharing stories from their family life with warmth and humor.
For many, their relationship felt like the kind of romance that could weather anything. So to hear Kelly describe the separation in terms of personal freedom and rediscovery, it was jarring. Social media exploded. Hashtags like Team Kelly and Stand with Mark began to surface. Some users shared their support, admiring Kelly for her bravery in owning her truth. Others criticized her, questioning why a story of growth had to come at the expense of a partner who seemed so dedicated. Mark has remained silent throughout the media swirl. Sources close to him say he's heartbroken, but respectful, focused on their family and giving Kelly the space she's asked for. Those who know him best say he's not angry, but grieving. Still hopeful, perhaps, that time will bring clarity. The couple's 3 children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin, are said to be staying close, with both parents prioritizing their well-being above all else. While the kids have stayed quiet, close family friends report that the Ripa Consuelos home has remained a place of stability, despite the personal changes. This story is not just about 2 celebrities. It's about what happens when love evolves. When the person you've walked beside for decades no longer reflects the path you're meant to take. It's a story many couples, especially those married 20, 30, even 40 years, may quietly understand. The heartbreak of growing apart, the courage it takes to admit it, and the grace it requires to let go without blame. Will this separation be permanent? No one knows for sure. Kelly was careful not to call it a divorce, only a necessary space for healing, clarity, and reflection. What we do know is this. Behind the red carpets and scripted smiles, these are 2 human beings doing their best to navigate love, identity, and change, just like the rest of us. If this story touched you or reminded you of something from your own journey, we invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep the conversation respectful, heartfelt, and real. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more honest updates and emotional deep dives into stories that go far beyond the headlines. Until next time, take care of yourselves and one another.